lilsimsie have beef, and I can assure you this video isn't even clickbait. Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and I have been on holiday. I've been chilling, I've been paddleboarding and bodyboarding for the last week. When I hear this irritating, grating sound, no, I'm joking. I absolutely adore Kayla, but I did realize during the week that I was away, Kayla uploaded a video which is her tier ranking of base game townies for The Sims 4. I watched it yesterday evening and I have never been more disappointed in Kayla in my entire life. I do have to say, this is one of the things that we do disagree on, and we don't disagree a lot, minus the fact that I got stung by a bee on my finger whilst I was on holiday, and I'm fairly sure it's revenge for me not having watched the bee movie, and I think that bit of vital information actually broke Kayla's heart. I feel like a lot of you are gonna predict who I'm putting in which tier, because let's be real, I'm a bit of an open book. So this is the tier maker that Kayla made. I will actually link it down below. I have once again, as always, changed the colors because honestly, why it defaults to red being the top and green being the bottom, I will never know. We're gonna do the Goth family first. Bella Goth, we agree on this one. Icon, legend, the moment of the Sims franchise. I reckon people who like played the Sims like one day when they were like 6 years old would still recognize the iconic red dress and Bella Goth. I think she's gonna outlive the Sims personally. When are we getting Funko Pops for the Sims, please? I've been asking and I need it. Mortimer Goth, I'm gonna put him in nice enough. He's not as interesting to me. I just don't have as much of a love for Morty as I do for Bella. Like when you talk about the Goths, you say Bella Goth and her husband. I'm sorry, Mortimer, it's just the way that it goes. Cassandra, once again, I agree with Kayla. I like how I started this video by saying me and Kayla have beef, and right now our rankings are exactly the same. However, Alexander is also cool in my book. This might be because I'm married to him in my short lifespan legacy. I definitely think like if you play as him, you can make him a very, very interesting character. Nancy Langrab. Oh, I don't think she's cool. She's also not even nice enough. I'm gonna put Nancy in iconic. I do think she's a little bit iconic. I do think she is a negative Nancy. I don't agree with her values in life. I don't like the way that she just disowned Johnny, but I do find her a very interesting character. Jeffrey. You know what? I am part of the Jeffrey Langrab defense squad. I am a Jeffrey Langrab sympathizer, and let me tell you for why. This man isn't even a Langrab by blood. Everyone's like, oh, Jeffrey, he's the one who has the money, he's the snob. He's not. He married into the Langrabs, and therefore he took Nancy's name because obviously, like, in their town, they were already a well-established family. So a man who took his wife's name back in the era of The Sims 3, might I add. I love this man. I have headcanoned him as like a college professor. He was, I think, a doctor in The Sims 3. He's like outgoing. He's very charming. He's friendly. He is a nice man. I fully believe that he like still meets up with Johnny on the side. I still feel like he gives him like money to help him out. I think he's a great father. I think he provides for his family. He literally gets dragged down because he is married to Nancy. I don't think he's iconic, don't get me wrong, but he is going in cool. Don Lothario, okay. I mean, realistically, I would want this man to stay away from me. Don't even try and get in my pants. You are climbing up the wrong tree. And even if I was attracted to men, I still wouldn't be attracted to you, my friend. You remind me of the men who asked me to kiss an ex whilst we were in a Disneyland water park. However, I think Don Lothario, whilst not on the level as Bella, I do think he's a sim who carries the franchise. Like, Don's back must be hurting from how much he has carried this franchise over the last 22 years of it being a thing. He is imprinted in my brain for all the wrong reasons, but I love that for him. Nina and Dina, don't get me wrong, they absolutely got done dirty in The Sims 4. I do, however, still think that they are iconic. However, this is gonna sound really harsh. I do agree that they look like a ketchup and a mustard bottle that you can like buy from IKEA. I actually think Dina is my favorite out of these two. I don't know what it is. Usually I'm a redhead kind of girly, but I definitely think that's brought on by the fact that I played as Dina a lot when The Sims 4 came out. Like, she was a sim that I would romance an awful lot. However, I also think Nina is like nice enough. I really like her. Summer Holiday, oh, this one's so tough, okay? This is where I really started to disagree with Kayla when it came to her video, because I played My Sims, all right? My Sims, very special place in my heart. I want a My Sims reboot for the Switch so badly. These three are iconic in my eyes because I am such a My Sims lover. However, Summer Holiday in The Sims 4, they did do her dirty. She's like head cheerleader in My Sims. She's like super popular. I actually think these lot need a refresh more than the Calientes, unpopular opinion. But Summer is my least favorite out of the BFF household, so I'm gonna put her in Who, and that feels so shady. Honestly, I feel like for a lot of people, she's in the stay away from me category. I think when you're just playing like base game, or you move into like Willow Creek or Oasis Springs, depending on which neighborhood you move into, her and Eliza Pancakes are actually on the same level for like stalking your Sims and constantly calling them up. But for me, she's not like stay away from me. I wouldn't build a wall around her pool. Liberty Lee is an absolute icon for me. She's like the cool skater girl that I always wanted to be when I was younger. She's also a geek. She's like a computer nerd. I freaking love her. lilsimsie, how could you put this man in Who? How could you do that to my sweet angel baby boy? Travis Scott is cool. And if you haven't played My Sims, if you don't know Travis Scott, you need to play. He is like the coolest guy ever. Like, everyone thought that Chaz was cool when we played My Sims when we were younger. The real cool My Sim was definitely Travis. He's like a little party boy, but he like loves technology and he has like all the up-to-date stuff. I don't like to admit this, but he actually wore a Great British flag in My Sims, and not to sound like a Brexiteer, because I can assure you that was a terrible idea and I did not vote for Brexit. Did I maybe fancy him because of that? Perhaps. It was more his smirk though. He was the little cutie when I was like 10 years old running around in My Sims. Olivia Spencer Kim, I love this child. The children of the Sims 4 base game, fair enough, there's only 2 of them. They're both cool in my opinion. Seeing her run around in her little scout fit, she's always one of like the first friends that my kid Sims make. She like hits them up, she like wants to skip class with them. She's cool. However, the rest of the family, I will say I don't think I have an emotional connection to any of them, minus Vivian. Vivian is going in cool. Vivian is a chef first and foremost. Her only personality trait in my game is if I'm throwing a party, you know she is going to be the caterer. If I have a food stall, you know she's going to be working that food stall. She pops in on My Sims every so often. She's a friendly face. I mean, look at her. I don't care for the rest of you. I've been informed that the mum is actually very cool though. I do think the mum is an artist. They never get in touch with My Sims. I'm never friends with them, which to be fair, they do belong in Who, but because I do think she's cool, I'm gonna put her in Nice Enough, and then I'm sorry to you two. Eliza Pancakes. I'm actually shocked that I haven't put more people in Stay Away From Me. Is this gonna break the barrier? Is this gonna do it? I know what you're all gonna say. Why do people hate Eliza Pancakes? Molly, why do you have such a thing against Eliza Pancakes? It's just because she's obsessed with My Sims. Like, hands down, that's the reason I dislike Eliza in my game. She will constantly blow up my phone and I never want to hang out with her. Like, I like the pancakes being a promotional use for The Sims 4. I love them as a couple. I love their storyline. You know what? I do believe that Eliza may be attracted to non-men, and therefore I do actually sympathize with her a little bit more. So I am gonna put her in Who, but I do think she's also drawing the line on iconic. I like Bob. I will like fight his corner. I don't think that they're like on the same level as these Sims, so that's why I'm not putting them in iconic. I do think that Bob is cool though. Katrina, I mean, she's not the original matriarch, is she? I wish that they had kept the Caliente lineage. Everyone else, even though The Sims 4 is an alternate reality, they all look similar. Well, I mean, minus Dina and Nina, but most of them look similar to their source material. Katrina is just like not one of them for me. She's another one who will consistently blow up my Sims phone if I get on the wrong end of the stick with her. I'm actually... Oh, this is so difficult. I think I'm gonna put her in who? Johnny Zest, I love him. He's an angel baby. He is so much fun. I love actually playing as this townie. And I love giving him the life that he deserves. I am gonna put Johnny also into cool. I have so much love for base game townies and I'm only now just realizing. Gavin is going into nice enough. I think he's a very sweet boy. I think he's wholesome. This household is actually based on New Girl. So Gavin is based on Winston. Then you have Jay, who is Schmidt. You have, I always forget his name, but he's based off Nick. And then you have Zoe, who is based off Jess. Jay Huntington, absolutely stay away from me. I would not even touch you with a barge pole, my friend. No, this is energy that I do not need in my life. You know how I was talking about Brexit? He definitely voted for it. Considering I just want to call this man Nick all of the time, I'm gonna put him in who? I'm sorry. Is his name Mitchell or something like that? I always forget his name and therefore it only feels appropriate to put him into who. Zoe, I actually really like Zoe. I think Zoe deserves to be in the cool category. Like, I would say maybe in the middle, like if I could, I would put her here, but she's going in cool. Malcolm, stay away from me. One, because yours and Jeffrey's name literally are confused in my brain 24/7, which annoys me and also probably you lot so much. But along with Jay, he just feels icky. And I'm sorry for using icky as a 28-year-old woman, but that's the only way I can describe Malcolm Landgrab without being too rude. I know he's a teenager. I know I shouldn't take my hatred of the family out on him, but I feel like Nancy has given him all of her negative traits and Johnny deserves better. So there we have it. My brutally honest ranking of The Sims 4 townies. I think I am correct. I'm sorry to anyone I may have offended with this. Please let me know if you disagree. I would love to hear your rankings. So if you do actually do this, send them over to me on Twitter. I love seeing this kind of thing. I love that you lot can get involved. I promise you, me and Kayla aren't gonna fight over this. We may fight over the B movie though. I can't even sing 303 because I'm not a vegetarian, but I know Kayla is. So the lyric just like doesn't work. Thank you to lilsimsie for the inspiration on this one. I actually kind of want to do a tier ranking video where I rank every single townie in The Sims 4. However, I do tend to speak a lot and I know that's going to be like an hour and a half long if I do it. Maybe I'll split it up into 2 parts. Who knows? If you want to see it, let me know. Let me know how you feel about this ranking and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.